Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe. And the event is ending for the submarines versus the sub chasers, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Is it really possible or realistic of us to actually expect tech trees of submarines and submarine gameplay in the future of War Thunder? So let's talk about this topic. The first thing is that I gotta kind of give my opinion on it. This event was probably the most fun I had in any naval game mode in War Thunder. I gotta be honest, it got me excited about naval combat again. You know, I'm still waiting for the release of SeaWorld, which is a completely different game, you know, and it's entirely focused on strategy and you know, it's a completely different game in my opinion. It's more single player initially, it's not a MMO and anything like that, and I've been waiting for the game for like, I don't know, 3 years now, and it is kind of a succession of Cold Waters, right? And War Thunder made me go there, basically, right? It made me think about that game again and how I would love to see submarine combat in War Thunder. So I gotta be honest, if they don't take this opportunity and just improving the system that it's already implemented for this event and get a proper tech tree and proper gameplay, normal, you know, matches in the submarine kind of gameplay that we had over here, I think it will be a very big missed opportunity, I gotta say. Like, I don't know, man, I don't know if it is the mission. I was talking with some of the friends that I have, and they were saying something that I kind of honestly agree with it. It's a little bit due to the fact that we have an objective in this game mode. It's asymmetrical, and it's something that maybe not the majority or everybody is asking for, but there is a lot of people that ask for this type of mode. An asymmetric mode that you have a clear objective, just like World War mode, you know, but properly implemented in a simple game, you know. If you take this mode and increase the size of it for more maps, more nations, everybody having submarines, everybody having sub-chasers, having different missions, not only convoy raiding and convoy protecting, but other missions with submarines and stuff. Although this is the main mission for a submarine, you cannot really go head to head in these World War II kind of times against multiple ships at the same time. You know, it's not a particularly maneuverable ship, you know, the submarines, but it is something that with the proper objectives and stuff, it can be a very, very fun gameplay to have. And I think it kind of has a similar in the gameplay, like the game itself parameters, you know, it kind of would be similar to something like if they add interceptors destroying, you know, bombers in Cold War jets, you know, and then you have to protect it, just like they did with the Black Monday event that they used to do with the MiG-15s and B-29s back in the day, right? So I just think that there is, for me, the fun factor is divided by two things. That's the first one, having objectives and clearly having a more engaging situation that you are playing in the game. That's the first thing, and this needs to be a focus for War Thunder for all the game modes that we have. PvP is the soul of this game, but it doesn't mean that it needs to be the only thing. Having to deal with PvP while actually trying to complete a mission, if that's it, like just attacking cargo ships, or if it's doing seed in an aircraft, or covering a convoy of trucks in a tank, or I don't know, something different like that, it doesn't matter. If you have an objective, if you have an engaging game mode, it will already be a success. And the other half is the submarine itself. It kind of brings another factor 2D paper, like the rock paper scissors kind of situation that normally War Thunder is based upon, right? We do have that in all the game modes. Somebody has more maneuverability, somebody has more speed. In the ground, somebody is an AA system to destroy other aircraft, or you are a main battle tank, or you are fed. Like, each of these vehicles will have its own uniqueness to it, and you have to play to the strengths of that vehicle to actually be able to do well, right? And naval, I gotta be honest, they try to, or they are trying to introduce that with the different types of ships, right? So they're introducing with having battleships and cruisers and destroyers all in the same game mode with different battle ratings and stuff, and having that idea on mind. But submarine brings another thing to the table, because submarine is actually a very, very weak vessel. It's very easy to destroy it, and it relies heavily on the stealth and the strategy. So it brings two things to the table. It brings to the submarine player a level of, you need to just pay attention on what you're doing, you need to be strategic and do stealth. And for the sub chasers, you gotta do the opposite. You gotta be aggressive and try to find those ships. So it's really, really interesting, that dynamic. And I gotta be honest, guys, as I said, it doesn't make any sense if they don't use these as a test bed and properly implement submarines in the future. I cannot wait to sail, if you will, in a Soviet submarine. I love Soviet submarines, especially Cold War, but there are some cool World War II ones, and even in the Cold War ones, if they focus on the attack submarines, and instead of going in the future, right, not right now, and not really go to the cruise missiles ones, or at least if they go to the cruise missile ones and the ballistic missiles in general, maybe try to, you know, limit to like ship attack and submarine to submarine warfare, right? If that happens, I mean, I cannot like say enough how happy I would be, because it's amazing. It really, really is. And it made naval fun again, in my opinion. So hopefully they add it. I think it's very much possible. I think it's a test for submarines, and I just really, really hope they go through this and, you know, make a proper game mode for submarines and all sorts of stuff like that, including Cold War stuff later in the tech tree. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you would like to see a tech tree of submarines in the future. Bye guys, see ya.